The wind knows me.
Wonder what she's doing here.
I brought all the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
All right, I'll start by...
I'll help you. These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this. These muscles...
Fine, as long as you...
Just prepare to be amazed. What? My back! I knew I should have trained harder.
Anson! We were just about to ask you the same thing. We didn't expect to run into you in these parts. Of course, we're also here to help. Let's...
Time to go.
You're here, Eon-san. And you must be the traveler in Paimon.
Cold. I'm drowning! And there's something in the water!
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's...
The abyss. The abyss is coming. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach. And my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me, too.
But we haven't been eaten. We're right here.
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
As you can see, their mental state is quite poor. They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but... we found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something terrible must have happened. According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as physical repercussions. We've never seen the effects this heightened before. But maybe
The soy fat?
it's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends, we decided to call it Gasoithoth.
Oh, that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat, though?
True, it poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured all sorts of records. There was some mention of a treatment from
Right! You can purify abyssal power. It didn't work?
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough. In any case, thank you for trying.
So, what can we do now? Don't tell me.
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave me like this!
We beat Gasoithoth! They survived the battle! Are we really just gonna sit back and watch them lose their...
What is it, Aeon-san?
But,
Are you sure about this?
So dark.
Huh?
Light. Underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No. No, wait. You have to leave this No. Please, Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
My friend. Is he any better? Duarte. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end. Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but fell to an ambush. He was a bit on the smaller side, but other than that, he was just your average Kukasaur. Well, hold on. What are you planning? No problem.
Duarte? How did you get...
It's working!
You sense it, don't you? Still. Hearing you make that noise remind... That hurt. Duarte, you have to get out of here. You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time. Over a decade late. Once we're out of here, we're almost at the surface. No. What? Duarte? Wait. You're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Toko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss and... You went through all that for me? Thank you.
It's coming for me. It's no use. It'll just come back. It will devour.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems to be in even worse shape than Atoko. She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense. She also seems
Ion-san, I heard you cured Atoko? I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need... I think you're onto something. The mental distress does seem to be connected to pre-existing fears and anxieties. Kochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. But Ion-san, do you believe there are people in the... Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle? When Kochita was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still. The two saw their parents collapse in a pool of blood as flames roared and spread. Kochita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters too difficult to handle. She and her brother were left with severe trauma after the incident. Pain and fear that they could not get.
But isn't Kochita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious out on the field?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the Abyss attacked our tribe and broke. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling. Her brother huddling behind her, and the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating the same thing over and over. She became a completely different person after that. She earned a reputation. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her. But now
How can we help her?
Quali?
What are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster. I'll make it pay. I'm going to protect you this.
Calm down, Quali.
I can do it. I don't care what it takes.
Family? If Quali goes to battle, I can't let that happen. But it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. But I'm no warrior. I'm Gogeta. Fight it.
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that. I dispatched a team to.
There's no turning back.
I'm coming too.
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, but I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood. They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents?
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down. No matter.
Stay away from my brother!
Let's help her out!
I can do this. I have to do this. Go away! Where are the rest? Where are they hiding? That's... No.
She's back to no...
Gogeta!
What just... That is... I've always...
Even though we're both...
Is that so? I think I'll rest here for a bit.
I'll keep you company.
Atoko's all bet. Yes, really.
I see. So all those rumors about the Traveler really are...
Gogeta's getting better, too!
Yeah, honestly, we Whoa, you're... That sounds like something... Oh, you're amazing.
Hyun-san, bad news.
Koichi, give me a hand for a sec. Right. Koichi's...
What are you doing, Oko-Lan? Wake up!
Don't you recognize?
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. A warrior...
Careful! He's not himself.
Oko-Lan!
Overruled.
So, he thinks we're Abyss monsters? Hey, it's okay! We're not the bad guys!
Come on! Wretched Abyss! Get out of my
Mom, Dad, Archon. This is my
Please, son. You've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
wretched monsters. Give me my family back!
Look, Oko-Lan! That's your father!
Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Are you alright, sir?
Please, don't hurt my son.
But what should we do now? He's different from the... He keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome. 500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Huh? That voice!
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical interaction can be used to break through the hallucination. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option. That's why we developed the Drought of Lucidity.
The draft of...
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the Abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. So, it's reserved for the worst cases. This man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this illusion. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush! Give me your worst. It's either...
Hurry! He's a...
Please, give him the draft. In his mind, all his family and comrades are...
Monsters! What's going on? My head hurts.
It's all right, my boy. It was just... Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to...
For just Capitano is fine.
I owe you more than words can say. Mr. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is... Besides, I care deeply about...
Right! When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the...
That's right. My desire to protect this nation when my platoon arrived in Natland 500 years ago. Like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of... Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens. Often, just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a we fought side by side to the very end. They remember who I used to be. The Sentinel Knight, who fought with the Masters of the Nightwind. Still, that name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to...
Like, with the draft of Lucy... Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted... We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away shortly after the drought was... That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
You're more perceptive However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working to...
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm starting to think we should...
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself. All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis. And that is why my work is not yet...
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to try...
If you have other questions,
Wait. Hana wants to know how you eat with the mask.
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set.
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to... The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist. But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable. So, before the final moment,
Oh, did something happen?
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. Best of luck to you all.
So in the end, the captain still hasn't told us his real goal. He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met recently. Oh, right, the Lord of the Night! They just seem so tired, you know? Since they've both been alive for many... Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo, everyone's here!
Reunited I brought candy and cookies to share.
Of course we missed you!
Ah, just in time, traveler.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
To be honest, I also didn't expect a third of this amount is more than enough for my plan. I need to ask them about you. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Okay. The progress looks good.
Sorry I'm late. Shaska's showing up late. I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe.
Okay, all right. Let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the travel. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the traveler's
Nope.
All right, then,
Hold on. Remember what we...
Oh, right. I am... Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Huh? But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't involved. It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have an... So basically...
Oh, don't worry.
Everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see Seat Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided, But staying out here is just... Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting. You're right. If only...
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon.
But Paimon's not from that land.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. You're the perfect... sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow... Paimon gave us a lot, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's... I'll need the Pilgrim's...